Hello everyone, it's DiegoDoom here. Today I'm bringing you another review. Today I'll be reviewing Sentinel RE Iron Man number 4 War Machine. This figure is Chemical Attack's stylized take on the classic Marvel character War Machine. War Machine is James Rhodes, a former Marine who was saved by Iron Man and was later employed by Tony Stark. After having Tony Stark's back during several troubling events and temporarily taking up the mantle of Iron Man, Tony gives James his own suit of armor nicknamed War Machine. Now, I'm a casual fan of the Marvel Universe, and I'm pretty sure War Machine's story has been rebooted several times. I'm not really sure where a good place to start is with War Machine's story. Based on the stories I've seen where War Machine is the lead, he has some pretty cool adventures. Sentinel RE Iron Man number 4 War Machine is a fantastic release in the re-edit line. War Machine has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, and a fantastic range of articulation. Let's jump right into it and take a look at War Machine himself. War Machine has a fantastic range of articulation. Before we start articulating War Machine, there's one thing I must warn you about. Whatever you do not pull up on War Machine's head or pull up on his upper torso. If you do that, you run the risk of damaging War Machine's absolutely fantastic gimmick that we'll cover in a few moments. Starting from the top, we can look up, down, left, right. Inside of War Machine's traps is a special gimmick. If we flip up these panels here, it reveals 2 sets of rockets that look absolutely fantastic and definitely very cool. The shoulders have a nice range of rotation. The shoulder pads are on their own hinges. The shoulders can rotate a full 360 degrees. The arms can come out 90 degrees. We have an upper bicep swivel. We have very nice double jointed elbows. The fists are on ball joints. We can tilt and spin these freely. In the upper chest, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, and lean side to side. In the waist, we can lean forwards, backwards, twist side to side, and lean side to side. Now again, when moving the upper torso, just be extra careful not to pull up on the upper torso so you don't damage anything. Moving down to the legs, we can kick forward this much initially, backwards this much, and come out to the side this much. War Machine has a very unique hip system. If we pull down and backwards on the hips, we can increase the range of motion in War Machine's legs. Now we kick forwards this much, backwards this much, and come out to the sides for a full split. We have an upper thigh swivel. We have very nice double jointed knees. The feet can tilt and swivel, and then finally the toes are articulated. Now for the gimmick that you wanted to protect by not pulling up on War Machine's head or his upper torso. War Machine has a very cool feature that I absolutely love, and that is a light up feature. To activate the light up feature, remove the panel from War Machine's mid-back. It can be a little bit tricky removing the panel, especially for the first time. Once the panel is removed, an on-off switch is revealed. Flip the switch to on, and now War Machine's eyes and arc reactor are lit up in a nice, vibrant red. I think this light up feature is absolutely fantastic and really brings War Machine to life. War Machine has some internal and external diecast content adding to his solid feel. Here are War Machine's external diecast parts from what I can tell. When it comes to sculpt and paint apps, Chemical Attack's take on War Machine is absolutely fantastic. Starting from the top, we have War Machine's head. The head sculpt is very nicely detailed with various panel lines. The body of the head has a matte dark gray paint app, while the faceplate and earbuds have a metallic gunmetal paint app. War Machine's eyes are translucent. With the light up gimmick on, the eyes are a nice vibrant red. Inside of War Machine's traps, we have the 2 sets of rockets. The rocket bays have a dark gunmetal paint app, and the rocket tips have a vibrant red paint app. Moving down, we have the chest and shoulders with a fantastic heavily armored sculpt. We have the various armor pieces that make up the chest with very cool panel lines. In the center of the chest, we have War Machine's arc reactor that is a nice translucent red that becomes even better when lit up. The forearms have a nice heavily armored sculpt with the secondary machine guns attached underneath. The rest of War Machine's body has an absolutely fantastic heavily armored sculpt consisting of matte dark gray, metallic gunmetal, and metallic silver paint apps. As a whole, I think Chemical Attack's take on War Machine turned out to be absolutely fantastic. War Machine is very poseable, the sculpt is very well done, the paint apps are clean and crisp, and there is a light up gimmick. I really love this figure. I can't believe I second guessed Sentinel's re-edit line. Now I have to pick up more of these figures. Now, let's take a look at War Machine's accessories. War Machine comes with 4 pairs of hands, 1 Gatling gun, 1 rocket launcher, a pair of pulse cannons, a pair of double missile pods, and 1 stand. First, let's take a look at the Gatling gun and rocket launcher. The Gatling gun has a very nice sculpt with various panel lines. The body has a matte black paint app, the side panel has a gunmetal paint app, and the barrel rods have a metallic silver paint app. The barrel of the Gatling gun can also spin. The rocket launcher has a great sculpt with the rockets individually sculpted inset into the rocket launcher. Both the Gatling gun and rocket launcher are on nicely articulated necks. To set this all up, we need to grab War Machine's backpack accessory. The backpack accessory has 2 portholes on ratcheting joints. Plug the Gatling gun in on the left and the rocket launcher on the right. Next, slot the backpack into the slot in War Machine's upper back. Finally, stretch the necks out so the weapons are over War Machine's shoulders, and that's it. Now, War Machine is properly armed and can demolish his foes. Next, we have War Machine's 4 pairs of hands. We have a pair of open hands, a pair of chopping hands, a pair of gripping hands, and a pair of relaxed hands. Each of the hands have a fantastic armored sculpt with a matte black paint app and a vibrant red paint app in the center for the repulsors. The hands attach via ball joints. Before you try to remove the hands, flip the panel above the wrist up. When removing the hands, hold close to the wrist joint so the pressure is on the hand and not the wrist joint itself. Otherwise, the ball joint and ring will pop out. Once you remove the fists, attach the desired pair of hands to match your favorite dynamic pose. Next, we have the pair of pulse cannons. The pulse cannons have a fantastic sculpt with various panel lines. The pulse cannon barrels have a white paint app with gunmetal panel lines. Next, we have the pair of dual missile pods. The missiles are very nicely sculpted with a white paint app for the body and red accents. To attach the pulse cannons and dual missile pods, remove the large panel on the forearms, slot the weapon of choice into the forearms following the pattern, and that's it. Now, War Machine can blast his foes with his pulse cannons or annihilate them with his missile pods. Finally, we have the stand. The stand is very nicely done. The base has a matte black paint app with a clear arc reactor shape in the center. On the back, we have a panel shield to replicate the Hall of Armor. The inside of the base can also rotate. Underneath the base, there are 4 connectors that will allow us to connect this base with other re-edit figure bases. Also included with the stand is a waist clamp and metal support rod. One thing I really like about the clamp, there is soft padding on the inside of the clamp to prevent the clamp from scraping up the figure. Now, with the help of the stand, we can display War Machine with a cool backdrop or put him into cool flying poses. Now that we have the accessories out of the way, let's do some size comparisons. To conclude the review, Sentinel Re-Edit Iron Man number 4 War Machine is a fantastic release in the Re-Edit line. War Machine has a fantastic sculpt, fantastic paint applications, fantastic accessories, and a fantastic range of articulation. This figure is definitely very nice, very neat, and very cool. I absolutely recommend picking War Machine up. Again, I'm not really sure where to start with War Machine's story, so I guess jump into whatever story you can where War Machine is the lead. From what I've seen, War Machine has some pretty cool adventures. This has been another review by DiegoDoom. Thank you very much for watching, and please stay tuned for more figure reviews. Check out the Facebook fan page and also follow me on Instagram. Like, comment, and subscribe.